Yo, what's going on? What's happening? So here we go again. Another crazy story, that happened in Atlanta. Well, let me take that back because I don't want the Atlanteans to get at me. You know what I'm saying? Technically, this happened in College Park, and the Atlanteans don't consider College Park to be part of Atlanta. Even though College Park half of it sits in Fulton County and the other half sits in Clayton County. But if anything, College Park is closer to the airport, which is like south or southern, the southern, part of Metro Atlanta. So it's I say from College Park to Atlanta, it take you about, depends on traffic, 20 to 30 minutes or something like that. You know what I mean? So I got to be technical. This didn't happen in Atlanta city limits. It happened in Metro Atlanta. So the incident happened in College Park. I think it's an Old Nations Road or something like that. I think that's the name of the road that the Burger King sat on, sits on. So what I saw in the news, there was commotion, and the guy was impatient. He was like, yo, my burger's taking too long, and there was a female. I guess they got into an altercation over the burger taking too long, and the guy shot at the woman, the employee of Burger King, and he missed. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good look. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, I'm glad nobody got hurt. But the crazy thing about it is, why would you shoot at someone over a hamburger? Why? And the next question is this the new norm? Is this the new norm? Is this something that we're gonna have to worry about when being in black areas, so-called black areas? Because the black areas that we think are black really are not black. It's just predominantly, people in that area, the predominant race is black, but really black people don't own shit when it comes to communities and strip malls and all the rest of that stuff. But is this the new norm? I can tell you one thing. I thought about that the other day when I was hearing these white nationalists, speaking about how they're losing their country. You know what I'm saying? The fiber of America is gone. Indirectly they're saying that minorities are taking over, and we need to make, the slogan, we need to make America great again, and all the rest of that stuff. And everybody thinks, they seem to think that Donald Trump is the answer, the solution in order to bring back order and all the rest of that shit. Let me tell you something. If you really think that minorities are taking over, if you really think that you're losing the very fiber of America, your white privilege or white supremacy is on the line, you're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken. Because I can tell you, you know what I'm saying, that and some black people will say, man, you snitching. No, I'm not. It's evident. I can tell you, at the end of the day, if you worried about black people taking over, it's not going to happen. Black people are more in check or more in line than they ever been. Straight up. And you know what black people remind me of nowadays? If you all are familiar with the movie or have seen it, Demolition Man. If you never saw it, I advise you to look at it. Now, it's dated. I'm not going to lie. It's like a 90s movie. Starring Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes. But to make the long story short, the main character, the character that I think black people are of right now, is the Wesley Snipes character. So Wesley Snipes was frozen. Like he had a jail sentence, and they took him under cryogenics, and they froze him, for 20-something, 30-something years, right? And then they unthawed him like in 2030 or something like that, right? So to make the long story short, while he was frozen, they, did MK Ultra on him. So when they unthawed him, he was out there to wreak havoc and chaos and shit like that to general population, but not to the hierarchies. So he was meant to serve a particular purpose. And that's the way that I think black people are right now. They're meant to serve a particular purpose. And that is to cause genocide to their own race. And that's it. Now, don't get it twisted. You know, you do have some people that go outside of the black communities and wreak havoc inside Caucasian communities. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you look at Atlanta, you know, places such as Buckhead, you know. But for the most part, black people typically don't fuck with no one else besides, with the exception of themselves. But this is where we at. This is where we at. I know you're gonna say that this is irrelevant to what we're talking about or whatever, but I just saw Krishan Rock get a face tattoo of her baby daddy. After they've been fighting and scratching and biting each other, after Blueface knocked her father out, after Krishan Rock beat up Blueface's mom, after all of that shit, she gets a face tattoo and of him. And this is something that's popular that's going on in the black community, where girls now are getting face tattoos of their man on their face. The black race is done. We're done. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? We are the laughing stock of all races. We are the toilet bowl for all other races to shit on. You could get mad at the messenger, but why are you getting mad at me and not the message? Because the message is the truth. It's the truth. This man went inside or drove through the drive-thru, ordered a hamburger, and was so impatient to the point where he wanted to cause deadly harm to the person that was taking too long for making his hamburger. And you would call him a nigga, rightfully so. And you would want to separate yourself. You would say, well, you know what? There's black folks over here and the niggas over there. But that's not how white America, let alone any other race outside of the black race, categorizes us. They see us all as one. Straight up. So what are we gonna do? Because I'm telling you, I've been gave the black community my black card. You can have it. You know what I'm starting to realize, man? I remember I used to pick on people, you know what I'm saying, when they used to move out of the neighborhoods and shit, black neighborhoods. I used to call them sellouts and, you know what I'm saying, and they this and they that. And I'm starting to realize that shit it's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense. Like you try to do what you need to do for your people. But it gets to the point where your life is on the line. Your life is on the line. I remember being in the projects, man. No lie, when I was part of that cult called the Nubian Nation, we would go out and propagate. You know what I'm saying? I went into the hoods and we would hand out free books and stuff like that and build with the people there. And then like later on, you know what I'm saying, I go back and sell oils and incense and stuff like that. And they, you know, people knew me for that. I've been robbed twice. Robbed twice. Motherfucker robbed me for 5 sticks. No lie, this is my word. 5 bundles, which was, in each pack was a 10-20 pack of incense. So 5 packs of, not bundles, I take that back. It was 5 packs of incense, about 10 oils, and about $15 fucking dollars. Yo, I'm not gonna even lie, man. Every day that I go out, I make sure, first and foremost, I have my firearm. That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? I grab my firearm, my keys, my cell phone, wallet. That all goes with me. I don't forget none of them. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? When I'm out. That's a requirement. That I take all the above that I just mentioned. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm out there, I got my third eye open. I got my first two eyes and my third eye. I'm watching my back, my front, my left, my right. And it's sad to say. And I hate, excuse me, to admit this, but it's the truth. When I'm out and about, I'm not peeping the scene and trying to see, you know what I'm saying, who's looking at me that's non-black. I don't look at, when I'm out and about, I don't look at the Chinaman as being a threat to me, to my life. The Latino man, the Caucasian man. Not, I'm always looking for someone that looks like me. Especially if you got them black Air Force Ones on. But straight up, I'm just being dead ass serious with you. And every time I see a black man and he don't look too right, you know what I do? I get in the car and I go somewhere else. Cause I don't have time for, well, first and foremost, I don't eat out. You know what I'm saying? So you'll never catch me at no fucking fast food restaurant. But at the end of the day, for the sake of the conversation, I don't have time to get in no argument with no black man and get shot or I'm the one that shoots at a fucking Burger King or a McDonald's. Why is it that people are getting shot and killed? I'm so glad that that person didn't get that person didn't get shot. The one at Burger King. But I mean, why is it that we are shooting and killing each other at fast food restaurants? Why? And don't tell me no bullshit. They putting chemicals in the burgers to make us things, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever, man. Here we go with the excuses. I'm not saying that they not doing that. I'm just telling you that every time a black person does something, there's an excuse behind it. And we got to stop making excuses. And we just got to, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the solution is. I don't. I just know that these genetically modified niggas gots to go. They gotta go. They gotta go, man. We can make all the excuses in the world. You know, we can say it's the music, but we make the music. You know, I sit here and I try to give black people, I try to give us the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I know record labels are run by Caucasian men and they have an agenda, but at the end of the day, seriously, nobody's forcing you to sign that deal. Once you sign that deal, you're obligated, you're contractually obligated to do whatever they tell you to do. So there's no excuses for these artists. If these artists are caught in a bind and saying to themselves, man, you know, they want me to make genocidal music, talking about shooting, killing my own people, but I want to make some positive shit. But you should have known that you wasn't going to be able to do that. There's so many motherfucking damn examples of other artists that wanted to do that and was incapable of doing it, wasn't able to do it because they was contractually obligated to do what they needed to do. Like, yo, seriously, let me tell you something. Whether you want to call him a Caucasian man, you want to call him a white man, you want to call him, some people call him white devil, whatever you want to call him. For real, he gives you a choice. In this artificial world, he gives you a choice. But see, we want to come up. We want everything. We want the microwavable life. We don't have the patience to do anything. We broke, we ain't got no money. So we'll go out there and rob somebody that worked 40 plus hours. They had the patience. They put in the work. But we'll rather go out there, not work, not put in the same type of work or have the same type of work ethics that man or woman has that you robbed. We'll rather go out there, rob that person, take their money, and most times take their life at the same time. I mean, let's just be real. How fast no, seriously, like, I just like being free with my shit. It's no disrespect to the woman. You understand? But I just gotta be free and like, you know, like I gotta put a little niggerish inside of it, you know, and a little ghetto inside of it. Like, how fast did you want that bitch to cook the fucking burger? Like, I've been to Burger King and McDonald's. And to be real with you, it don't take that long to cook a burger. They'll tell you, yo, pull to the side. Fries is what takes a long time. But when they say, yo, you know, your burger's coming or whatever, 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, they back the fuck up and it's coming. Like, how long? Like seriously, like, you wanted it like in 1 minute, but she was trying to give it to you in 2? Like, I don't understand this. I just don't. I don't. Just like, watch this, and I know this is off the subject, but this is the truth. I gotta say it. Just like how motherfuckers in the comment section says, why you drink all that water? And I'm just drinking this much water. Not most times when I'm drinking water in the video, I never finish it. So you mean to tell me this is too much water that I'm drinking? Or if I got my gallon, it's never full. It's never full to the top. So you don't know how long it took me to drink this. I don't drink a whole gallon in one day. But it seems as though that black people got a problem with me drinking water. On camera. Man, you trying to influence us to do right. Oh my God. What the fuck? You trying to influence us to drink water. Man, now this is my word. I'm making it relevant. Hear me out. This ain't me, you know what I'm saying, going left with it. Going on a tangent. I'm making it relevant. Motherfuckers have said, well, you know, that mineral water, it probably got some chemicals that got this and that. So now you knocking me. Now you knocking me for drinking water, and then you telling me now the mineral water that I drink, that I get from the earth, got chemicals in it. So let me tie it in with this story. So when I hear about a motherfucker shooting at a Burger King employee because she was taking too long making his burger, it makes sense. It makes sense now. It makes sense. It really does. We're living in bizarre world. People got a problem with me drinking water. They telling me I'm drinking too much water. I'm telling you, by the end of this video, I probably will finish this. Watch this. Where's it at? I think it's back here because I just got finished working out. Well, oh yeah, here it is. So I take this to the gym, right? If I drink a gallon of water, this is a whole day, right? I've never drunk a whole thing of water, a gallon of water, in any of the videos that I've done. It's always been like this, and then I'll finish that. Or it's been like up to here, and then I'll finish this off. So we dealing with some crazy ass motherfuckers, man. Straight up. And I tell you, you know, you gotta be crazier. So the only thing I can recommend, because niggas gonna be niggas, only thing I can recommend to you all is to keep that thing on you and do not hesitate. It's a shame that I have to say every brother ain't a brother and every sister ain't a sister, but it's the truth. We got to stop with the excuses. We got to stop blaming the white man. We have to stop being on this, you know, community shit. Like, man, all black people ain't gonna come together. You wanna know why? Because there's some black people that have different agendas. And it's just that plain and simple. I'm gonna end it like this, for real. If you took all of the white people away, if you took all of the races away, and this whole world was just all black people, right? You know that there'll still be wars. That's what people don't understand. That's what people don't understand. Just because we're black, that don't mean we're family. There's a thing called tribal wars. Straight up. And it's been going on for thousands of years. We just got a few things in common, and that's that we're black. Some of us, but watch this. Some of us got big noses, some of us got small noses. Some of us got big lips, some of us got small lips. Some of us are light skin, some of us are brown skin. Some of us come from this tribe, some of us come from that tribe. Some of us have this ideology, some of us don't have that ideology. Some of us are religion, some of us are not. So aside from the whole thing of, you know what I'm saying, other races in our business and America being one big melting pot, if you took everyone away and it would just be black people, there'll still be wars. There'll still be, I say battles, little small battles and shit like that. That at the end of the day, we all are not one big whole family. We're just not. So yeah, man, but I do believe that, you know, we got one common enemy in the black race, and that's the nigga. So what I would tell all tribes, all black people, religious or non-religious, ones that got a big nose, one that got a small nose, ones that got perms, ones that got naturals, ones that short, tall, whatever, arm yourself, because we got one common enemy out there. Well, actually two. You know who the first enemy is. Need I say any more? And then, of course, last but not least, the nigga. I'm out.